From Newsnet and CCTV, it's high school hockey, coming to you from the WEX in Cadillac.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to high school hockey action on Newsnet Sports and CCTV. My name is Bill Dooley, along with Jeff Castillo, and we are just minutes away from the puck drop here at the WEX in Cadillac, and a beautiful, what spring day would you call it, Jeff?
Well, it seems like it, but I think that's going to turn the corner here real quick, maybe towards midnight. Expecting a little bit of snowfall tonight and throughout the weekend, so it sounds like the timing is going to be good for this game to wrap up and Petoskey to get home before it starts getting bad. So,
man, Petoskey's not going home. They're going to stay.
Right.
They're going to stay the night in Cadillac, and then they've got a game against Manistee tomorrow afternoon. So they're hoping for not terrible weather to get them over there. So, Big North Showdown, Jeff. We just had Jack Schmidtdale along with Nick Owen, and good interview with those guys, huh?
Yeah, thanks. That was good. Those guys are both good. I know Jack. We've done Jack in the past before.
Yep.
So that was first time for Nick, and he did a great job.
Petoskey.
Like those guys are ready to go tonight.
Oh yeah, Petoskey comes in with momentum after winning that overtime game against Gaylord on Wednesday. They are 2-2 in the Big North, I believe. Let's check that out. Petoskey, they are 1-2 in the Big North, and Cadillac comes in at 1-3 in the Big North. So really, this is a critical game for both teams. They don't want to, fall too far behind. They want to, climb their way back into it. Cadillac coming off the session of the flu with a lot of their players, and they're still not 100%, but they at least have most of the team back.
Right, they have a few more than they did the other night there. They were really short-handed up at Traverse City playing the Trojans, so hopefully those guys will get better as we go. They've got a lot of home games coming up, and both of these teams, I believe, have 3 wins for the season as a total overall. So I think it's going to be a real good matchup tonight. Both similar. They're both young teams. Not a lot of seniors. Should be a pretty even battle tonight.
All right. Our PA announcer tonight is Sean Reddick, and Nick Lilly will be working the scoreboard. Okay, now for the Petoskey starting lineup. Number 2, the sophomore Jordan Troxel. Number 7, the junior captain Ethan Decker. Number 10, that was Colton Horn. And number 14, that's Liam Nolan. And number 23 is Derek Hebner, and the starting goaltender is Will Parker, the junior. Okay, take it away, Jeff, for Cadillac.
Comes number 11, Brian Farley. Scored an exciting game winner against Mount Pleasant on Saturday with about 10 seconds to go. Comes number 2, Fisher Moore, also playing forward, and big Zach Izzard, number 9. Comes number 8, Caleb McKinley on defense. Number 4, Jack Schmidtdale, senior. And between the pipes tonight, we've got Nathan Moore, also a junior.
All right, and now we will have our national anthem. And our national anthem is going to be sung by Isabel Somerville. All right, a beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the freshman Isabella Somerville from Cadillac. And that was a good job, wasn't it, Jeff?
That was very well done.
The pep band is here tonight under the direction of Mr. Mike Filkin, so it's always good to have them. And our referees for tonight's game, we have John Troost along with Nate Wilson. Those are referees. And then Alan Shearer.
Sounds like a familiar name there.
Former Cadillac High School standout, and he'll be doing the linesman duties tonight. We want to mention that Nate had already done 3 high school games already up in Traverse City with that big tournament going on.
He's a warrior.
Oh, yeah. And I was talking to him before the game. He said they're just short of referees, Jeff. I mean, it is just a common thing around the state of Michigan right now, just a shortage of referees at all levels.
Right. Well, and it's good to see young guys like Alan, getting into it, and probably should be plenty of job openings as far as that goes for him and opportunities.
Oh, yeah. And so we
take some notes tonight.
Oh, yeah. We've got like we said, a big game tonight here. Our coaches for Petoskey is first-year head coach Rob Higgins, and then his assistant is Eric Grandgood. And then for Cadillacs, do you have that?
Yeah,
Jeff?
We've got the head coach, 21st year at the helm is Scott Graham. He has his assistants, Mr. Randy Boyke, Mike Stebbins, and Les Sharp. And their athletic director is Fred Bryant.
All right. Teams are out on the ice. Linesman Shear is getting ready to drop the puck. Friday night hockey is about to begin here in Cadillac.
Finally. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
They haven't done a game since like November, so here we go.
Caleb McKinley, pass back the other way. It's intercepted by Colton Horn, and he'll knock it into the zone. Taken by McKinley. That one is batted away by the Viking player, and Petoskey's trying to dump it in deep. The puck is chipped out to Farley. Farley's got a break here. Coming up is Zach Izzard. Tried to pass it over, picking up with his Fisher Moore. Didn't get the shot. Izzard right through the crease.
A good chance there for Izzard. I thought he was going to try the bank off the goalie.
Vikings have a close call there to start off with. Intercepted by Derek Hebner, and then he knocks down Schmidtdale. Coming up with the puck now is number 19. This is Nick Aun. Nick around one man, tried to center it, and he had a man wide open. Nick Aun with the puck. Big kid back there, isn't he, Jeff? That puck is deflected into the zone. Going after it is McKinley. He takes a check and gets it up the boards. That's Henry Schmidtdale, number 7 for the Vikings.
Yeah, the one Jack says he's better than.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see, won't we?
Here comes Henry with the puck. Down the left side. Shot knocked away there by Will Parker. Coming back to the point. It's kept in by Olivia Peedle. Into the corner. Ringing around the boards was Hebner. And Olivia will keep that puck in. And finally, Petoskey will get it back to center ice. Schmidtdale. Over to number, is that number 5? I'm trying to get, yeah, that's Cam Keene, number 5. Here's a pass into Aun, right out in front of the net. Shot, good save there by Nathan Moore. That was number 2, Jordan Troxel.
Okay, well, they got to, I think both teams just got to settle the nerves down just a little bit. We've already had some turnovers, a couple of bad passes there, so a little nerves going, I think.
Yeah. And we want to give a shout out to Brian and Chris Troxel. They're down in Florida. That's the grandparents of Jordan Troxel. And today is Brian's birthday, today, January 10th. So hello to Brian and Chris Troxel watching down in Florida.
Yeah, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Brian. Knocked down in the circle there was Olivia Peedle. Puck goes over to the side to Avery Tim. He puts it in behind the net. Vikings will play it a little bit deeper in behind. That was Cam Keene, number 5. Puck is underneath Colton Horn, and here's a wraparound try out in front of the net. Once again, that puck is deflected up high. Ethan Decker tried to stuff it in. There's a shot for the point. Nathan Moore never moved on it. Decker first one to it. Decker with some good speed behind the net. Goes out to Troxel. Troxel with a shot, blocked by the Vikings. Back to the point. Avery Tim steps into one. Along the ice, missed the short side. There's a big hit behind the net, and it looks like Cam Keene might be going for A roughing call.
Yeah, a little roughing. I think it was more kind of behind the back on that check. So that is going to put the Northmen up for a first power play of the evening. Let's see what Cadillac's penalty kill is going to look like.
Got Brian Farley, Fisher Moore, Caleb McKinley. Help me out here, Jeff, on the other number here. Oh, that's Jack Schmidt.
That's Jack Schmidt-Deal.
Okay, number 4. Back to Hebner at the point. Hebner gets it into Aun. Number 19, Nick Aun, one of the captains on this team and a senior. Back to Hebner. There's a quick snapper, and it's gloved off by Nathan Moore through traffic.
Yeah, I think he saw it all the way.
I don't know how they do that.
I know it. Well, positioning is most of it, just making sure you're in the right position, and that way, even if you don't see the puck, you hope it's going to hit you.
Farley will clear the puck down the ice for the Vikings. We are at just starting in the first period here. No score between the Petoskey Northmen and the Cadillac Vikings. Bill Dooley along with Jeff Castile bringing you the action. Aun over the line on the right side. He'll put it behind the net. Back to Hebner. At the left point, Hebner cruising into the middle. Holds on to it. Here's a shot for Aun. Rebound. Comes out to Dylan Robinson. Gets it back to Aun. Aun trying to get in the middle. Good block by Caleb McKinley. And then the Vikings, Fisher Moore blocks it. Nice moves to get around his man with some speed. Down the right side, and that's poke checked away by Hebner. Derek Hebner. Hebner will get it back. Lugging it over the blue line, being pestered there by Zach Izzard. There's a shot right out front of the net. Ooh. Close call.
That was a close one.
Clearing it down is Fisher Moore. The Vikings will go for a wholesale change. Colton Horn on the ice, number 10 for Petoskey, along with Robinson, Aun. Almost an offside there. The Vikings will get it back to center.
I think it was a big hit by Jack Schmidt-Deal on our pregame guest, Nick Owen.
I thought they were friends.
Yeah, well, it doesn't last for long, does it?
Nope. Ethan Decker centers it out in front. There's a good save by Nathan Moore.
Well, they've had a couple good chances, and Nathan Moore's been solid in the net so far.
That one hit the top of the stick there on Moore. That one was blocked by Zach Izzard. It comes right back to the point. There's a shot high and wide of the net by Derek Hebner, and he can fire that puck.
He sure can.
Now back to Dylan Robinson. Here's a one-timer, wide of the net.
Cadillac at full strength.
There's a check. Troxel puts on his man in the corner. Vikings are fighting hard for that puck. Good job by Troxel to keep it in on the forecheck. And Schmidt-Dale cannot get a hold of it. Cam Keene will bring it behind his own net. And Zach Izzard, number 9, will go after the puck, and he'll clear it. Not out. Kept in by Hebner. There one. That was a crazy bounce off the stanchion. And now the Vikings will get it out to center, and they're going to go for a change. Chasing back after it is number 12 for Petoskey. Is that? Yep, it is 12.
Yep,
that is Silas Dale, the freshman.
Oh, man, we mentioned. Sorry, and we mentioned earlier he scored.
That was number 2, Jordan Troxel, with the turnover, and then he fired it short side off the shoulder of Nathan Moore, and it's 1-0 Petoskey. So Ryan and Chris Troxel, congratulations. Jordan has just scored a goal on Grandpa's birthday. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
That is pretty cool. It just kind of works out that way when we mention names up here, whether it's a player profile, maybe a little shout out there, and it's funny that they end up on the score sheet. So I guess we're going to have to do more of those and get some high-scoring games going.
Oh yeah. So at the 11:22 mark, Petoskey takes a 1-0 lead. Silas Dale with the pass out to center ice. That was number 13, Seamus Nolan, one of the other seniors on the team. Now the Vikings will dump it in deep behind Will Parker. Going after it is Avery Tim, and he is checked there by the Vikings. Coming away is Fisher Moore. Moore shot scored!
All right. The number twos have put each team on the board tonight. That didn't take long.
No. Boy, what a beautiful move there by Fisher Moore, and short side just picked the upper corner. And that is at the 10:52 mark. So that's, boy, if my math is correct, we got 22 plus 8. That's 30 seconds apart.
Wow, they answered right back. Okay, and that first Petoskey goal scored by number 2, Jordan Troxel. That one was unassisted. That was a big hit by Cam Keene.
Cam Keene just leveled. Who was that, number 21? For Petoskey, that was Christopher Kavanaugh. Now keeping it in at the point. Nick Gown with a move around Farley. In the corner to Dylan Robinson. Back to the point. There's a quick snapper over top of the net. Allen takes a little slash there from Farley, and coming away with it is Cam Keene. Keene getting out over center ice, and he's going to chase in after it. Derek Hebner, number 23, puts it back up the boards, and that'll come out over the blue line. The Vikings, Henry Schmidtdale, put it right back in. 1-1 here in Cadillac. Allen with a good move. Now out to center, over the blue line. Shot scored right on the ice and inside the post.
Yeah, I don't think he picked it up until it was too late, and it snuck right inside that post on Nathan Moore. He's upset with himself. He really wishes he could have had that one back.
Yeah.
Nice low shot. You know, he kind of used the defenseman as a screen a little bit there. He caught Nathan off guard a little bit. That was just inside the blue line, if that.
Yeah, Jeff, you were exactly right. He was screened with the defense, and it was a perfect shot inside the post, right on the ice.
All right, and that was Nick Owen for the Northmen. Gives them a 2-1 lead here early in the first.
Ethan Decker, number 7, junior, captain for Petoskey. Vikings have put it behind the net. Going after it is Carson. Ooh, we got another penalty coming up, a little bit of a hit from behind, and then an extra little shot there by Carson Carlington.
All right, and that goal was scored by Nick Owen, unassisted.
That would be Nick's 9th goal of the year. And then Jordan Troxel, I'm showing that was his first goal of the year.
Oh,
Jeff.
Awesome.
So,
and look at the assists on Nick Owen. I mean, not only is he scoring, but he's carting a ton of assists, which means, you know, he's dishing the puck off, he's making plays happen. He is really leading by example here, which he has to do, you know, when you're one of 2 seniors.
Yeah.
And you know you've got a young squad, so good for Nick.
Okay, the Vikings will have to fight off another penalty here to Carson Carlington.
And I will mention Carson Carlington also got the assist on Fisher Moore's goal. Wasn't able to mention that yet.
Good job by the Vikings to knock that puck down, and Fisher Moore will clear it out to center ice. And for Petoskey on the power play, they've got Christopher Kavanaugh. Oh, a 5-minute major on the call. Must be because it was a checking from behind. That's all I can think of, Jeff.
Yeah, so that's going to put Petoskey on the power play for a minimum of the 5 minutes.
Yep. That shot is blocked, partially blocked by Fisher Moore. Farley with the poke check. Puck is sitting right at the side of the net. It'll come back to the line. Allen with it. Shot. I think it made it through to Moore. He made the save. Ethan Decker putting it back towards the point.
A nice defense back there by McKinley. He's working his tail off back there.
Yeah, good play there to lift the stick. That was Cam Keene on his man. Petoskey will try and settle it down. Dylan Robinson, number 6, over to Hebner. Now back to Hebner. He'll take that shot. Good save by Moore. Hebner going to work himself into the middle of the rink. There's a wrister that was blocked by Cam Keene. Brian Farley tried to get the puck out, and it was taken away by Hebner. Hebner's a big body down there.
Yeah, and it was just fun watching him trying to pick his spot and really use his players as a screen.
Puck is loose, and it's finally covered up by Moore. Little extracurricular activity going on there. It's 2-1 Petoskey.
They need to be careful there. They don't want to go down 5-on-3 here. They're already in a bit of a hole still with 3:16 of this major penalty to kill off.
And Kyle Hebner, Derek's brother, graduated, and he was a fantastic player. I think he was all-state.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised.
Colton Horn gets the puck on the boards, and the Vikings. Zach Izzard will clear it all the way down. Will Parker will give it out to Ethan Decker. Decker turning in his own zone. We've got 3 minutes to go in the major penalty. Nice job by the Vikings there to break that up, and Nick Allen at the blue line goes over to Decker. Decker in the middle. There's a shot. Save. Scored on the rebound. That was Colton Horn, number 10.
Yeah, that one was a nice gift because it came right out to his stick
tape.
blade, and you can't ask for it nicer than that. Kind of on a silver platter, so to speak.
Yep, and I know that Ethan Decker will get one of the assists, and I think Nick Allen will probably get the other one. We'll wait, but for sure Decker one of the assists. And that will be Colton's second goal of the season. He is a sophomore.
Yep, 10 from 7 and 19, Nick Allen. Another assist for Nick.
Okay. The power play will continue for Petoskey since it is a major penalty. Here comes Nick Allen again over to Decker. Decker turning with it. Taken away. Here comes Zach Izzard down the left side. Zach tries to cut back to the middle. Good back check there by Decker, but Zach has it. Shot. Good save, and holding on to it is Parker.
Well, and that was just a size differential there with the big Zach Izzard strengthening and out there and getting a puck. He ended up getting a really good shot off. Will had to make a good save on that.
Yep, that's just a pure determination there by Zach Izzard.
Yep, nice little chance finally to get the puck out of their own zone. Let's see if they can win a draw and maybe get a shot opportunity here.
Right, we got both Henry and Jack Schmidtdale along with Farley and Caleb McKinley out there killing this power play. Puck is put back into the deep in the zone to Hebner, number 23, the junior, one of the captains for Petoskey. Hebner coming up over the line with a nice move to the outside, cuts back to the middle. Farley was there to check him, putting it back to the blue line and comes out to center. Avery Tim over to Nick Allen.
And just under 2 minutes left on this power play for the Northmen.
Here comes Allen holding that puck behind the net. He's being hounded there by Jack Schmidtdale. Farley with a good job, and then it'll come all the way over to Henry. The Vikings don't clear the first time, and then kept in by Dylan Robinson, number 6, to Allen. Centers it out. Good move there, and backhanding it wide of the net was number 21, Christopher Cavanaugh. He just missed. Robinson. Here's a one-time to Hebner, high and wide of the net. And Jack Schmidtdale will clear the zone, and the Vikings will come for a change with 1:14 to go in the power play, 5:50 to go in the first. Petoskey with a 3-1 lead. Good check there on Avery Tim by Zach Izzard, and that puck will go down the ice. Boy, did he.
That's the definition of standing him up at the blue line, Bill.
Classic. Now Petoskey at center ice. Derek Hebner, he goes down. Oh boy, there's an offside play.
Yeah, that was a little unfortunate right there. Reaching for the puck and kind of end up more skating into the stick blade than anything, I think. But
that's one of those where I would
going to put the Vikings in a little bit of a bind here. They only had 44 seconds left to kill off on that major penalty, but they're going to be down to a 3 against 5 here for 44 seconds. And then have another 1:16 to kill off on that last minor and the tripping on Zach Izzard.
So the Vikings will have Fisher Moore along with Jack Schmidtdale, and is that number 5? Is that Cam Keen?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. And power play for Petoskey.
Or is that McKinley? No, that's Cam Keen.
Got a timeout?
Yeah, must be.
All right, timeout. That'll give Jeff a chance here to
Right, so we are going to do a player profile. As a matter of fact, the man in the box, number 9, Zach Izzard Sr. His parents are Shelly and Jeff Izzard, along with a sister Amelia and brother Seth. Besides playing hockey, Zach plays lacrosse. Zach's favorite activities are hunting, fishing, and hanging out with friends. Zach's favorite athlete is Wayne Gretzky. I thought it might be you, Bill, but Wayne Gretzky beat you out on that one. After high school, Zach plans on attending college and hopes to play college hockey. Congratulations to Zach Izzard on being one of our player profiles of the game. And, you know, it just kind of strikes me a little odd that it's Wayne Gretzky, because Wayne's career was already over by the time these guys were born, basically. Yep. But, you know, he's such an icon in the game and, you know, obviously one of the greatest that ever played. But it's nice to see that he's got Wayne Gretzky as one of his all-time athletes on there. Certainly can't go wrong with that.
Our crew tonight.
In our Newsnet sports crew, we have director Hannah Crouch. North End camera is Caden Darrow. Kara's put a lot of effort into getting all the camera work set up and everything. The South End is Abigail Danforth. And we have Damian Brooks up in the balcony.
Okay.
Looks like the teams have gotten squared away on their strategy for the penalty kill and the power play.
So, do you know if it was Petoskey or Cadillac who called the timeout?
I didn't see that. I can only guess it was Cadillac. I think maybe so. Scott's trying to give his kids a little rest there and regroup and give them a breather since they've been on the power kill for a while, or the penalty kill for a while here.
Ethan Decker over to Derek Hebner. Back to Decker. Over to Hebner with a shot. Good save, and that one goes up into the screen, so it'll be a face-off outside on the deflection.
Yeah, you know, penalty killing is a bit of a specialty type thing in the game of hockey, and especially when you're down 5-3. A lot of times you just can't stick just anybody out there, and again, especially on a 5-on-3. So I think Scott Graham wanted to make sure he had his guys out there and rested.
There's a good face-off win by Fisher Moore. Moore over the blue line, 1-on-4. He gets a shot, and Will Parker did not see it, and it bounced away from him. He's still looking.
He had a little trouble on that one.
I don't know if it hit him in the neck or something, Jeff. He acted a little strange on that one.
Right. And I'll tell you, after seeing that, if I'm Scott Graham, I'm telling my kids to shoot the puck to the net.
Good check by Schmidtdale as he puts Decker down. Here's a pass out in front, just off the stick of Dylan Robinson. And now coming out with it is Jack Schmidtdale. Schmidtdale in the slot. Good back check by Nick Allen. Those two have one added a couple times already.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were going to spend so much time together tonight. And it's early.
Cam Keene, number 5 for the Vikings. Up to Jack Schmidtdale. Schmidtdale takes a check from Robinson, and Fisher Moore slap shot just wide of the net.
45 seconds left on the penalty kill here for the Vikings.
Here comes Derek Hebner, number 23. Over the line, there's a shot. Good save by Moore. Hebner is all over the place so far. There's Nolan with the puck, and that one was blocked. And the Vikings, if they can get to it first.
Yeah, they're going to want to be careful of letting Hebner get some speed built up, as he showed there.
Yeah, Cam
He's got
Harold,
a good shot and some good moves.
Right, Cam Harold made a good forecheck there over the blue line. And now Cam Keene, number 5, will go back behind his net. Colton Horn is chasing him. Cam Keene will put it back the other way to Olivia Peedle. Jordan Troxel fighting for the puck. Olivia Peedle with a good check to put him down along the boards. That puck is tied up. And we got the Vikings look like they got another penalty coming here, Jeff.
Oh, boy.
And they're going to call interference on that.
Well, Cam Keene came in a little bit late. Puck wasn't really on the person's stick, and he put him down. So that's unfortunate because they just killed off that couple penalties, and now they're down again. And hard to get any offense rolling, you know, especially being down 3-1 when you've only got 5 against 6
and we
out there.
Yeah, we have to mention that there's still a lot of these players are fighting the flu, and they're not 100%, and then you got to kill penalties for the whole first period. So, all right, here we go again on the power play. Ethan Decker, that shot never made it through. Back to the point to Nick Owen, number 19, over to Race Shalkowski. Owen over to Hebner. Hebner, that shot was blocked by Jack Schmidtdale. Over to Shalkowski. Race Shalkowski back to the point to Owen. Owen tries to get that puck through on the ice like he did before. Shalkowski tried to stuff it in short side. Excuse me, that was Shalkowski getting back to the point. That was Troxel, I want to say. Now Ethan Decker for Petoskey tries to center it. Troxel just missed. And the Vikings will clear out to center ice. We've got 2:20 to go here in the first period. Vikings clear it out. Petoskey has to wait to get onside. Here's Troxel. Troxel shoots it wide of the net. Derek Hebner will pick it up. Hebner over to Nick Owen. Nick, good pass in there to Shalkowski just off his stick. Now back to the blue line. Derek Hebner over to Owen. Owen missed Shalkowski on that one. Vikings cannot clear. In the slot now to Ethan Decker. In the middle to Troxel. Troxel with the shot. Good save by Nathan Moore.
Boy, he had another close-in chance, just like he did on that first goal, and he was calling for the puck earlier.
And the Vikings are going to go in the box again, Jeff. It's Carson Carlington with the big hit on Jordan Troxel.
Yeah, this is their second 5-on-3 power play here of the period for the Northmen. Well, I've got a quick moment. We want to mention tonight's sponsors. We have Pizza Plus, we have Cadillac Tire, and we also have Fox Motors of Cadillac. And a big thank you to our sponsors for helping to bring you this broadcast tonight.
All right. The Cadillac coaches have a little beef, I think, going here. I mean, a couple of those penalties were, they could have not called them, let's put it that way. So Petoskey on the power play. There's a shot scored.
One-timer.
Yep.
Yeah, real tough to stop that cross-ice pass. Didn't have much of a chance on that, but that is going to bring one of the players out of the box. And unfortunately, they're still going to have one in there for a minute 50, unless
Jeff,
another goal is scored.
What goal was that for Derek Hebner on your Petoskey list there? Derek, what goal is that for him?
Looks like 23. That was be number 12th goal of the year.
Okay. Number 12 for Hebner.
Go along with 7 assists.
So between Nick Owen and Derek Hebner, they are leading the way in scoring. The Vikings will clear it down the ice, and then the freshman, Dylan Robinson, he's got 17 points this year. That's pretty good for a freshman.
That really is. Good for him. Well, and when you've got a young team like that, you need those youngsters to do that. So that was a goal by Derek Hebner. It was assisted by number 6, Dylan Robinson, and also our number 19, Nick Owen.
Okay, the Vikings will get the face-off deep in Petoskey's zone on the high sticking call. Minute 34 to go in the power play. And winning the draw is Owen. Back to Avery Tim. Dylan Robinson gets back to the Tim. Puck will come out to center to Caleb McKinley. Pass out to Owen. Owen takes a hit right there, and then picking it up, coming over the line is number 21, and then Petoskey finding themselves wide open. Here's a rebound covered up by Nathan Moore, and a good save.
Yeah, that was close, boy. It's tough to cover that 5-hole. When the puck bounces down in front of you. 48 seconds left here in the first period, and it doesn't appear that we're going to get much 5-on-5 hockey this period, Bill. I mean, we started the game out that way, and it didn't last long.
Yeah, sure didn't.
And, of course, it has been Cadillac that has been on the penalty receiving end tonight.
There's a shot wide. Nathan Moore had a nice save on that one. Puck is underneath Fisher Moore. Vikings, with 36 seconds to go here in the first period, will have a face-off down deep.
And it's just hard to get any momentum going when you're killing off penalties. So I think that would be a conversation that Coach Graham is going to have with the players. And granted, some of those penalties might have been a little iffy, but
they have to be a little more disciplined.
Yep.
especially when you know what the referees are going to be calling. Puck comes out over the blue line, chasing after it is Farley. Now Hebner up to Colton Horn, number 10. Horn comes over the line. He's knocked down there nicely by Farley. With 17 seconds to go, the Vikings looking to kill off the rest of period number 1, and that puck will come all the way down into the Petoskey zone. 5 seconds to go. Boy, we got a little bit of a hold there on Nolan, and the buzzer will go, and it's...
and Bill, you're going to have a guest up here, correct?
Yes, we're going to have Mark Moore, one of the assistant coaches, up here in the box, and Mark and I will discuss the first period, and we have a little bit of a... between Cam Keene and it's Jordan Troxel.
All right, so we might start off the second period with a couple guys in the box here. We're going to have to see how that goes. I'm going to hand my mic off to Coach Moore. How you doing, Mark?
All right, we are glad to have assistant coach Mark Moore up here. And Mark, we had quite a first period. Jeff and I were mentioning on the penalties. Obviously, they were lopsided. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
They were big-time lopsided. There was a couple of those where we were thinking, boy, you really didn't have to call that. We don't like to say anything about referees, but it was a very difficult period killing penalties for Cadillac.
Well, it was. I mean, I thought we did a pretty nice job actually killing a lot of block shots, clogging up the middle, doing what we can do. Obviously, we're down a few players also, which doesn't help the situation right from the start. But, yeah, I mean, the calls are the calls, but there's two teams out there, and I feel that it was more of maybe some missed calls than the calls against us, but whatever.
Yeah. Hey, looking at, you talked about your team, and have you ever seen that many players missing in the Traverse City game? Would you have 3 people on the bench?
Yeah, it was a tough go. I had mentioned that earlier. This is my 13th season coaching with Scott, and I've never seen anything like it. We've had situations where we've had both goalies out at the same time and had to dress somebody. But yeah, we had 6 kids out with the flu. That was pretty tough. Yeah. But we battled hard. I can tell you, the kids really did a nice job up there. We kind of knew what we were in for. They're a good team anyway. But they battled hard, and it is what it is.
Ask.
Yep.
Hey, Mark, I wanted to switch gears in here a little bit. As everybody has heard us talking about during the season, the WEX has been looking for fundraisers, and we were lucky enough last summer to get the Kraft Hockeyville money from the contest. And just recently, the DNR awarded a recreational grant for the rink, matching funds, and it came out to a total of $95,000. Just kind of, in your, you've been around the WEX forever, Mark. Just what does that mean for this town and for the rink?
Well, it's huge to get that support. I mean, just the fact that we were able to pull together as a community and get what we did from the Hockeyville deal from last spring. Really exciting. I mean, there was people all over the place voting and whatnot for us, and for us to be able to get those funds. And then, like you said, for the forethought of the groups to go after this DNR fund and to pool that money together to get that matching grant to basically double our money, or maybe even more. I don't know what the exact numbers are, but that's huge for us. I mean, the rink looks great. In my opinion, as good if not better than it's ever looked.
Yes, I agree.
The ice is good, the facility looks nice, and it just feels great.
They need some money for the HVAC system. They also need some monies for the parking lot. That's still in pretty rough shape, but they've really done a great job here. Andrew Nordman is now the facilities manager at the rink, and just the board, that does all the work, for Boone Sports Management and stuff. I mean, just hats off to them and to the community, because like you said, they did a great job raising money to get these matching funds and getting everybody together. Yeah,
and it's all volunteer work, and that's what's really neat about it. And those guys are doing a heck of a job, and I think a lot of times we take it for granted. But like you said, they deserve a big thank you.
Yeah, and we wanted to mention that January 22nd, we've got the military appreciation night. So we want to get everybody heads up on that. And if you buy a T-shirt from our boosters, that money will go to veterans serving veterans. And we want to just have a huge crowd for that night. Just tons of people here, veterans. If you're out there watching, show up. It's an awesome night. The kids, they wear the special jerseys for that.
Yeah, it's always a big night.
And so you have any comments on that one, Mark?
No, it's just great stuff. The situation that we have with Big Rapids when we play down there, and then when they come back here, it's always a veteran type of event to show our appreciation. And it'd be great to have a lot of people out, and it's just a good thing. The kids, I think more than ever now, and I think as the years go by, the kids really kind of see what's going on, and they can really appreciate that too, because I think sometimes that gets lost.
Yeah.
So,
Mark, we got to give our crew a little break. We appreciate you being our guest during the period here. I'm sure we have some fabulous gifts for you, and congratulations. And hopefully the Vikings will get their scoring going.
Yeah, I think we'll get her going.
I do too. All right, we'll be back in just a moment with second period action. You are watching high school hockey on Newsnet Sports. Stay tuned.